Link is a brand new technology for communication on the industrial platform. However, it's not a field bus like your traditional networks that are out there today as far as Profibus or Profinet. IO Link is a point-to-point system. And being a point-to-point system, it's much easier to implement than the network systems that are out there right now, such as you don't have to address specific addresses for each of the devices on the network. The point-to-point system, you just connect from an IO Link master module, such as this, to an individual device inside the cabinet. What the customers are looking for today, both OEMs and end users, from an OEM standpoint, they need to build their machines faster and for less money. And so IO Link provides that to them because it requires much less wiring and terminations for the implementation of the technology. From the end user side, they're looking for more diagnostics to be able to keep their productivity going. So when they have a fault on a machine, the faster they can recover from that fault will help their productivity. IO Link, with its extensive diagnostic information, provides that ability to respond from a fault and get their production back up and running much quicker. With IO Link, it's a point-to-point system. It's a master and device type of architecture. So here's an example of one of our IO Link masters that would plug in simply into one of our modular IO systems. This single modular here, which is no bigger than a standard digital input module, can actually connect up to 16 motor starters with one module. So if you have your typical motor starter here with a contactor and an overload relay, to connect one of these starters hardwired, you're going to need 5 wires, 2 to drive the coil and 3 wires to bring the feedback signals to say, hey, is the motor on or is the system faulted? By adding a simple IO Link communication module now on top of the contactor and connecting this up to the communication system, I can now daisy chain multiple starters together with that single connection point. So in reality now, one IO Link master will connect to 16 of these starters, replacing 80 individual wires with 4 simple connect cables. So drastically reducing the installation time and the overall cost for the OEM. From the end user now, I get all the diagnostics and control capability with the connection as well. I'm able to turn the contactor on and off and be able to determine if a fault has occurred, if the contactor is really on, even if 3-phase voltage has been applied to the starter. All of those types of diagnostics can come back over that communication cable, thus improving productivity for the end customer. A great application for IO Link came up recently for a pump manufacturer, an OEM, that builds different size pumping systems for various customers and for various applications. And the expandability of IO Link really led into a good solution for this customer. Once again, with IO Link, I have my motor starter here with the IO Link communication module on it and an IO Link master module. With a single IO Link master module, the customer was able to, on smaller systems, be able to connect up, say, 4 of these starters together for controlling 4 of their pumps. On a larger system where they had to go to an 8-pump system, they did not have to expand out their control system or their IO Link master, but simply adding another IO Link cable to another series of 4 starters, we were able to double the size of the panel to control 8 pumps and not change their automation system at all. To maximize the system out, we can go all the way up to 16 different size pumps, up to 25 horsepower in size, and never have to add another IO Link master module or change anything on the PLC or control size. So it really added some flexibility and expansion capability for the customer, but at the same time reduced their cost.